Hey everyone of the league, this is AXA, otherwise known as Reese. But I thought I'd give you guys my commentary on the Singapore League race that I did the other night. I have recently put it up on my channel, but I thought, you know what, let's do a little bit of commentary over it. And we'll see how this goes. So, going for a qualifying lap. So, starting now. Singapore's not one of my best tracks, I'm not gonna lie. It's just... It's too twisty, too nimbly. I love Monaco, don't get me wrong, but Singapore is just like, no. But, coming around to the third corner now, you've got to take a wide entry in here, try and get the power as early as you can. DRS line is really confusing. When I first played this game, it was just like, oh, this is confusing. I actually hit that wall. Yeah, you probably saw that I hit the wall, so that wasn't good. Shift into second gear, then slide all down back into first gear. First sector is okay, it's not really brilliant. This corner I hate because I think of the wall and the right hand side, which is not there in real life. Coming to the Singapore sling, which isn't actually a sling, it's just a corner now because they took out the chicane. Coming through the right and left, and then over the Anderson Bridge, which I believe. Get it all slowed down into first gear. May have cut the corner. The rear brakes decided to lock at that minute, so I had a little bit of a slide on the car. Managed to keep hold of it. Going on to the second sector, still not good. Second sector there, but the first sector I really like. I don't know why. I just seem to really like it. Just gives me all the roots of Monaco again. It's just like, yes, I love this. But getting up to fourth, slide all down to first. Get up close to the wall. Jesus Christ, it's close. May have cut that corner a bit. Coming around to the last couple of corners now. Wait to get on the throttle. Up to third and then fourth, and then this corner what you do is just lift, and then what I done is just stuck to the inside and hopefully got a faster time, and that earned my way into fourth place, which I qualified ahead of my teammate for Alexi, which is good. XRL Hamilton got pole position with an incredible lap, but I still don't know how he done that to this day. So preparing for the race, and this is always the moment where I get nervous and go, oh my god, I'm going to race in the league. But yeah, this is the F1 division, so and then you should be not nervous and blah 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 blah. So it's just me just checking everything. The fuel says -1 lap, even though I started in cautious, it just says -1 lap. 5 lights on and now 5 lights off, and we are a go. So excuse me. So yeah, well, what can I say about the start really? Start was good, and then at this point I'm just getting hit. There's cars everywhere, I'm being swamped. Cars just passing around. Now, this incident, I've reviewed it a couple of times, just watch. Now, I tapped LDS, and then the car goes for a spin, and then I get a penalty. It's really uncalled for, and I got a time penalty, so I thought that's it, it's just race ruined instantly. So I just thought there wasn't any point in me trying to carry on. Getting swamped by everyone, my teammate Velocity passes me, I nearly rear-end him, locking the brakes there. And at this point my car just went into no grip mode. The qualifying had immense grip, don't get me wrong, but as soon as I got into the race, the car was just like, what, you want grip? No, I don't think so. Look, braking wide, hit the wall. And the car's just got no grip. I get tapped from behind and go straight on. I just really don't know what happened. The car just had no grip and I could not physically control it. But still managed to get somehow around the corner, and Sean Bean passed me on the outside, which was, not gonna lie, which was a good move. Very good move. Very opportunistic. Come around to the third sector and still behind Sean Bean. Yeah, so I might as well give my season review so far of this F1 division. So far it's not gone well. The only 2 races I've actually finished in the season is Australia and Spa, because the other race I've just had bad luck. I've been crashing out, or I've either been disconnected or just getting random penalties. So little things like that just really annoy me. Oh, Sean been having a bit of a moment trying to duck down the inside, but I thought no, I'm just going to keep behind him and just go from there. But don't get me wrong, it's I don't really know what to say. Season's been good, but it's just such bad luck I've had this season. It's just ridiculous, and I'm just now in the bottom part of the table in the relegation zone, which is not good. considering I've won this league 2 times, and you know I may have been away for a while, but I've come back and it's completely different to what I've seen. So yeah, a lot of things have happened, a lot of things have changed. I'm not as good on F1 as I used to be. I used to be quite good, but I've just really have not played this game much, to be honest. And yeah, so obviously we just had the recent announcement of F1 2014, which is good. The only problem is it's not going to come out next gen, which I suppose isn't a bad thing. It's well, still going to get it. Don't get me wrong, I'll still get it on the 360. It's still going to be a good game, but I don't know, when I looked at it, it looked like 2013.5, but you never know, I could be wrong. It could turn out to be a brilliant game, but yeah, so we'll be doing league racing on there until 2015 comes out in the next gen, which I'm really looking forward to. That is probably going to blow my mind with what they're doing. If they're bringing it out early next season and doing live updates, I really hope, like, if there's a driver move in the middle of the season, they actually have a driver switch to that team and then that driver goes, or when cars get updated, you can actually see the updates on the car. So when it gets to the end of the season, you get the final car in the game, and everything in the game will be final, which would be absolutely amazing. I think that if Codemasters, if they can nail that, that would be absolutely awesome. It would be really, really good if they could do that. But anyway, yeah, looking forward to 2014. I think it's going to be a good game. It could be good, it could be bad, but you never know. You never know with racing games lately. I mean, one other game I'm looking forward to is Project Cars. Obviously going to get it out in the next gen, which is really, really looks promising. Obviously it's been out on PC for a while. I've never had the chance to play the game, but I've always looked at gameplays and all that. It does look really, really good, especially for a console race as well, because we need a game like that on a console. There's not many games. Well, you got Forza, but to be honest, I don't really rate Forza. I think Forza's good. It's a good pick up and play. Don't get me wrong, it's a good pick up and play. I wouldn't say it's really authentic and realistic in a way. It's the only bad thing I have about it is just the traction and the ABS, because you turn off ABS and you just lock your brakes so easily. The traction control is just unrealistic as well. I don't really think that's realistic, and some of the cars handle really well, but then you get into some cars and they'll just want to drive into a wall, and yeah, it's just little bits of that. Oh, mentioned about Forza, I would like to do a league on Forza 5, so yeah, I would be interested in doing that. The only problem is I haven't really seen many leagues on Forza 5. Obviously most leagues are in the F1 games, which is, don't get me wrong, F1 games are brilliant some of the time. But yeah, I would love to do a league on Forza. It's just trying to find one, or maybe trying to do one in the league that I'm in, which is Excite Racing League. Maybe they can try and find a way to do a Forza 5 league, which would be pretty awesome. You've got many different disciplines as well. Le Mans, there's some open wheel in there as well, so it would be really, really good. Yeah, so let's get back to the action, I guess. Coming up to lap 5 and go really wide into the pit entrance there, which is not good. So going to switch to the prime tyres, and I always make sure that you switch onto the prime tyres, because I did it before, went into the pits and got wet tyres, so which was brilliant. Obviously had to change the front wing, which took more of my time. So yeah, it was a good, you know, I can't really see that in the preview. The preview is so small, I can't really see the time on it. But about to come out into 10th place, pretty much near dead last. Trying to be careful coming out of the pits here, because you can really easily cross the white line and get yourself a penalty. And basically from there I just wanted to keep it clean, and when I wanted to keep it clean there was a safety car, and I think this was a bad mistake on my part, because I decided to pit when I already had fresh tyres. I could have so easily moved up the field and got myself a couple of positions, but I thought, I decided to pit and get a fresh set of tyres. Still puts me at the back, but it's, you know, what can you do? That's racing at the end of the day. I can't exactly remember what caused the incident. I don't know who crashed. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, I'll have to find that out. Oh, nearly cut that white line there. Nearly got myself a penalty, but managed to keep it together, which is fine. And getting ready for the restart. The restarts in this game, it's not really realistic, because you should go when you feel like going, not when the game tells you to, because the game tells you at the safety car line, which is there. You should go when you feel like you want to go. I kind of feel like they should do that in the next game, which would be pretty awesome. And there's me trying to do what I usually do and go down the insides of India, but that didn't work. And then Lewis Hamilton there, like starting from pole position, just dropping back. I don't know what happened to him, because I thought he could have brilliant pace for the race. So who did have brilliant pace was XRL Bobbers. He was absolutely flying. I don't know how he got that pace or where he got it from. So I was trying to think of the movement outside there, didn't work. Losing the rear end of the car all the time. It just had no traction. And then I hit the rear end of Hamilton, which was not good. I wanted to go fast, but I thought it wasn't any point. I was just going to keep it clean, just keep it cool, and just keep going from there, because you try and move your way up the field and it just felt physically impossible. The car was just such a handful, it just wasn't giving any traction. And yeah, so look, hit the wall again. I don't know what happened here, but then Fearless decides to go, you know what, I can use that opportunity and just take you both, it's fine. But complete like chaos up ahead. I thought, right, I've got to be careful here, because I had Hamilton on my inside. I could see him there. We were still side by side at this point as well. Even go through here, touched a bit, still going side by side. I thought, no, surely it's not going to happen. So I decided to back off and just hang into 9th place. May I cut that corner again, and then there you go. That just really curtailed my efforts of this game. I go over a curb and my controller disconnects, which was absolutely brilliant, because I thought, no, there just wasn't any point in me trying to carry on. I thought I might as well just give up. Yeah, I just thought at this point I might as well give up. And then look, the rears were locking, sliding everywhere. The engineer told me to put it to front brake bias, so I did that. Put it to front brake bias, and then this decided to happen. I mean, why? Why would the engineer to say, put your brake bias to the front, it will stop the rears from locking? I put it to the front, and then the fronts lock. It just wasn't any point. At that point I was just like, oh, I'll just leave it. So braked, nothing happened, just went straight on and decided to retire. But that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Next race I should come back stronger, and I shall see you guys in the next video.